Hi everyone, I'm Ketan Rajamakude. In 21st century, knowledge and know-how are the keys to success. As basketball coach Pat Riley said, if you are not getting better, you are getting worse. So what I think for getting better, we must know the SWOT analysis. So in this video, we get some knowledge about the SWOT analysis of textile sector, and also in this video, we also take some look on a SWOT analysis of textile giant Arvind Limited. When we hear a word textile, a picture comes in mind. Has clothes, fashion, jeans, denim, silk saris, chiffon saris, etc. But the textile sector is not limited only these things. Textile industry is a primary concern with design, production and distribution of yarn, clothes, and clothing. The raw material may be natural or synthetic using products of the chemical industry. India's textile industry contributed 7% of industry output in financial year 19. It contributed 2% to GDP of India and employed more than 45 million people in financial year 19. The sector contributed 15% of India's export earning. The textile industry has around 4.5 crore employed workers during which includes 35.22 lakh handloom workers across the country. The domestic textile and apparel market stood at an estimated US dollar of 100 billion in this financial year 2019. The production of raw cotton in India is estimated to have reached 36.04 million in financial year 20. During the financial year 2019, production of fiber of India stood at 1.44 million tons and reached 1.60 million ton in 2020 till January 2020. While that for yarn, the production stood at 4762 million kgs during same period. Uh, our domestic market is open for the foreign direct investment. So in the textile industry, the foreign direct investment, that is FDI, worth rupees $3.45 billion from April 2000 to the April 2020. Export in the textile and apparel industry are expected to reach $300 billion by 2024 to 25, resulting in the tripling of Indian market share from 5% to 15%.
SWOT analysis of textile industries. The Indian textile industry adds 14% of industrial production and 8% to the GDP of India. It provides employment to 38 million people, and thus it is the second largest employment provider after agriculture. The Indian apparel and textile industry is one of the largest source of foreign exchange into the country, with the apparel exports accounting for almost 21% of total exports of the country. A systematic SWOT analysis of the textile and apparel industry indicates the following. The strength of textile sector is: first one is the raw material base. India has high self-efficiency of raw material, particularly natural fibers. India's cotton crop is the third largest in the world. Indian textile industry produces and handles all type of fibers. Second one is labor. Cheap labor and strong entrepreneurial skills have always been the backbone of Indian apparel and textile industry. Third one is flexibility. The small size of manufacturing, which is predominant in apparel industry, allows for greater flexibility to service smaller and specialized order. Rich heritage. The cultural diversity and rich heritage of the country offers good inspiration base for designers. Domestic market. Natural demand drivers, including rising income levels, increasing urbanization, and growth of the purchasing population, drives domestic demands. Now, the weaknesses of textile sectors are: first one is more dependence on cotton. Due to over-specialization in cotton, the bulk of international market is missed out. Synthetic products in India are expensive and fabric required for items like swimsuit, skywear, and industrial apparel is relatively unavailable. Spinning sectors lack modernization and there is a need of introducing new technology. Weaving sector. India has a relatively a smaller number of shuttle-less looms. Fabric processing. Processing is the weakest link in the Indian textile value chain, adversely affecting its ability to compete in exports. Poor infrastructure, high power cost, and long export lead time are eroding India's export competitiveness across the textile chain. Low labor productivity. Productivity levels for manufacturing various apparel items are far lower in India in comparison with its competitors. There are some other weaknesses also, such as less attention on manpower training, poor quality standards, distance of the potential market, lower average consumption in domestic market, lack of professionalism and integration of supply chain, dependence on quota system, very low investment on R&D, limit and limited exploitation of economies of scale. Now, the opportunities of the textile sectors are: growing industry. World textile trade would continue to grow at the rate of 3 to 4%. Second one is market access through bilateral negotiation. The trade is growing between regional trade blocs due to bilateral agreements between participating countries. Integration of information technology. Supply chain management and the information technology has a crucial role in apparel manufacturing. Availability of electronic data interchange makes communication fast, easy, transparent, and reduces the duplication. Opportunity in high value items. India has the opportunity to increase in unit value realization through moving up the value chain of producing value added products by producing more and more technological superior products. Now, the threats of textile sector. First one is decrease in fashion cycle. There has been an increase in season per year, which has resulted in shortening the fashion cycle. Formation of trading blocks. Formation of trading blocks like NFTA, SAPTA, etc. has resulted in a change in the world trade scenario. Existence of bilateral agreement would result in significant disadvantage of Indian exports. Phasing out of quotas. India will have to open the protected domestic market for foreign players, thus the domestic market will suffer. In this slide, especially we get the brief about Arvind Limited. Arvind Limited is the one of the largest textile companies in India. Today, the fabric made by the Arvind can go around the earth 6 times over. Two pieces of apparel are sold by an Arvind managed brand every second in India. The company is headquartered in Ahmedabad, Gujarat. It is largest among the top 10 textile companies in India. The revenue of the Arvind Limited is about rupees 7,229 crore. The employee base is over 42,000. The debt of the Arvind Limited is about rupees 2,700 crore. The processing capacity of the Arvind Limited is 240 mmpa. The market capital of Arvind is 1,315 crore. The stock P by E ratio is 5.93. The dividend yield by Arvind Limited is 3.93%. The sales growth of 3 years is minus 3.75%. In this slide, we have the SWOT analysis of Arvind Limited. SWOT analysis of Arvind Limited analyze the brand or company with its strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. In Arvind Limited, SWOT analysis, that is, the strengths and weaknesses, are the internal factors, whereas opportunity and threats are the external ones. SWOT analysis is proven management framework which enables a brand like Arvind Limited to benchmark its business and performance as compared to the competitor and industry. As of 2020, Arvind Mill is one of the leading brands in lifestyles and retail sectors. Arvind Mill's strength. First, one of the largest manufacturer of denim in the India and the world. Second, strong portfolio of domestic and international brands. Third, economies of scale through complete integration. Fourth, Arvind runs India's largest value retail chain, that is the Mega Mart, with over 200 stores, redefining product portfolio by increasing number of brands to 120. Sixth, latest manufacturing tools in production of denims and clothes. Seventh, over 42,000 employees from the workforce of Arvind Limited. Skilled and comparatively cheap labor. Ninth one is operational efficiency and the fast machines. 10th, access to export market. 11th, CSR activities like education, that is Shahada Trust, upgrading slums, etc. have enhanced the brand image. Arvind Limited weakness. First, global penetration is limited as compared to the few other international brands. Second, business concentration leading to increased risk. Third, wrong assumption and forecast. Fourth, high setup cost of new plant. Fifth, inability to retain skilled personnels. Sixth, presence of Indian and international brands offer more offering to the customers, therefore high brand switching. Arvind Limited's opportunities. First, growth in the garment industry. Second, rapid growth in the target group as well as higher income. Third, price competitiveness. Fourth, cheap labor. Fifth, debt restructuring. Sixth, product diversification. Seventh, forward contract of naphtha and cotton. Eighth, greater penetration within industry measures like Levi's and Gap. Uh, Global expansion and reach of brands to increase sales. Arvind Limited's threat. First, increasing competition from Indian as well as international brands. Second, inability for the organization to forecast market conditions. Third, low market share spread increased global competition, especially from China. Fourth, complacency of management due to earlier success. Fifth, high employee iteration, especially senior skilled manager. Sixth, cheaper imports from other countries and pirated fake products. At the end, I like to thank you for listening me and giving me opportunity to share my knowledge of textile sector and SWOT analysis of textile sector, and also the SWOT analysis of textile giant Arvind Limited. Thank you very much.